6 runners. And they're off and running in the Sky Bet Novices Hurdle, Grade 2, registered as the Sharp Novices. And Valgrand sets off in the lead from Gale Mahler in second, running to the first of 8 flights. And no one that keen to make the running besides Henry Skelton, so Valgrand has opened up quite a nice lead here of about 4 lengths in between the first 2 to Gale Mahler in second place, with Brave Knight in the mauve and black in third position. The hurdling debutant Dancing in Paris is running in fourth in the yellow, Strong Foundations and Imaginarium in 5th and 6th places, almost in single file running down towards the second. And in front, it is Valgrand returning to action on a hat-trick. Gale Mahler bidding for her 7-timer here. Flight number 2, over in third position was Brave Knight. And then in 4th place, Dancing in Paris. Dancing in Paris has had a successful flat campaign already, winning at the likes of York and Ascot. A break after him to Strong Foundations, and last of all is Imaginarium. So the lead is with Valgrand. Valgrand by a length and a half to Gale Mahler in second place under Henry Brooke. And they're still followed by Harry Cobden on Brave Knight in third. Still in single file next, Dancing in Paris as they run away from us. And then Strong Foundations, the Warwick winner. And the back marker continues to be Imaginarium as they have now reached their third. Oh, and very novice in fourth place there was Dancing in Paris. Was a skew going over that. Lost a bit of ground on the front 3. Still, Valgrand is leading to Gale Mahler in second place. 6 wins coming at Southwell and Kelso, Market Raisin twice, Utoxeter and Galway last time. Brave Knight is in third. In fourth is Dancing in Paris, and then Strong Foundations, and finally Sean Bowen on the outside on Imaginarium. They've reached their next. Valgrand to Gale Mahler, with Brave Knight in third, and then Charlie Todd and Dancing in Paris. Strong Foundations just moving up on that one's outer, as the field run towards the flight at the top of the hill, and Valgrand continues to take them along. Henry Skelton in the Highclere colours to Gale Mahler. Henry Brooke in second place, 2 lengths down. Brave Knight over in third. Now in fourth is Strong Foundations, has overtaken Dancing in Paris. Imaginarium is still at the back as they take the left-hander, about to run down the hill with 3 left to jump in the Sky Bet Novices Hurdle. And it is Valgrand by a length to Gale Mahler. She sits poised in second place. Brave Knight is in third, and then in fourth is Strong Foundations, Dancing in Paris and Imaginarium. So Gale Mahler just moving up onto the girth of Valgrand, going over the third last. A very fast and good jump by Valgrand in front of Gale Mahler. Brave Knight the inside, still followed by Dancing in Paris, who's in fourth again. Imaginarium has relegated Strong Foundations to be last at the second last then, and it's Valgrand with a lead of about 2 lengths to Gale Mahler in second. She's starting to look a little up against it. Brave Knight moving up on the inside of her, and then Dancing in Paris running a very big race, but Valgrand is away as they turn into the home straight, running to the 8th and final flight here. Valgrand is 6 lengths clear. The 8th and final flight, Valgrand is over, and he's home, surely. He's in front by 10 lengths to Brave Knight in second. Gale Mahler is rallying to go back into that spot, and Dancing in Paris is also fighting for a place, but only a place here because Valgrand has straighted them in the Sky Bet Novice. Grade 2 laurels for Valgrand. For Dan and Harry Skelton, a double on the day. Gale Mahler second, Dancing in Paris third, far from discredited, and in fourth, Brave Knight.
Well, it's a double for the Skeltons. Obviously, we've spoken to Harry about the performance of Valgrand. I'd like to get your thoughts on today. And did he do more than you expected? Did he exceed what you all thought of it?
Visually, yeah, definitely. I thought he could win. I thought the mare was going to be very hard to beat, and I think we've got to accept that she probably underperformed after a very busy summer. But it was a very taking display, and I think finishing times will show probably that he put up quite a good performance. It certainly looked that way visually anyway. But I think, we all love to get carried away. But I do think we've probably got to see it once more.
Right.
He's obviously a horse that's improved, but I think the making of him was not running him in bad ground last year as a bumper horse. We ran here for second, waited until the spring. He run really well at Aintree. I always said I wanted some experience over hurdles to try and be ready for these earlier, better novice hurdles in the autumn. So that all worked out well. He's obviously improved. I just don't know how much. And the handicapper will have a go on Tuesday to tell us how much, but I think even he'll be scratching his head.
Yeah. So how would you plot how you race him from there on in?
I think we just go and find another good novice, pitch him in. You know, he can't have a bad year now. He's won 3 novice hurdles in a graded race, so he can't have a bad year. We'd love to probably come back here in March as long as it was acceptable ground. Yeah. What race that is, time will tell us if we're aiming for the Tuesday or if we should be in a county hurdle. So he's just a really good attitude. Yeah. You know, he made it uncomplicated for himself and Harry. You know, hit all the jumps right. But he's a very rideable horse. You know, he isn't a complicated animal who runs, sort of overcommits himself to jumps. Yeah. He's very rideable. We just got to see it once more, and then I suppose if we saw it once more, then we'd start to get really excited.
Well, that is exciting. Obviously, there's loads of horses I could ask you about. One I want to ask you about because runners coming in for the next race. Protectorat in the Old Roan on Sunday.
He's not running.
He's not going. Sorry, I haven't seen the decks for the week. What will be the plan for him?
I really don't know. I really wanted to run in the Old Roan, but the ground's just not going to be quite soft enough. Obviously, it's dried up this week. At the start of the week, it looked like it was going to be perfect for all, but it's just dried up a fraction. Have to go and have a bit of a think about it now. I don't honestly know.
Okay. Well, shame not seeing him. Yeah. I look forward to when he comes out. Exciting times ahead with Valgrand.
Really good. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you. There's that smile that we saw earlier on from Henry Skelton. Here it is one more time. That must have been really enjoyable. He looked to just bound around there.
He did. He loved it, Rishi. Jumped great and got in a great rhythm up front. And I thought it was a tricky one, wasn't it? Because obviously our handicap mark, but then the race was opening up a little bit, and Dan made a brave decision, and we're obviously in the first as well, but made the right one.
Now, one thing we've spoken about many times today is about rhythm. And you got into a great rhythm and jumping rhythm as well from the start.
Yeah, you need the horse to help you in that, and he relaxed nicely in front, just sat on my hands and got in a good rhythm and jumped great and picked up really well.
He's won 2 races coming into today at smallish quality fields and at short prices. So what he did today in a race of unexposed horses, has that surprised you all? Is that what you were expecting today?
No, it hasn't surprised us. We always held him in quite high regard. Like he ran really well in the Aintree bumper, was placed here in a bumper behind, I think, quite a decent horse of Kim Bailey's. Yeah. The form's there, and obviously, because we'd waited all winter on and kept him away from really deep ground, it meant that we were a fresh horse. Then we went over hurdles in the new season, got some experience under our belt. But look, he's got to step up a lot from what he's done today, up into that next grade, but we'll enjoy today. It was a big day for him.
Lastly, is he a 2-miler or will he get further?
I think he can get further, 2.5, wouldn't be any problem, but sort of the way he stays well, you've got to stay well over 2 mile, and he does that.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's as if we've been gone forever, but soon it'll feel like we've never been away. It's showtime.